Hi guys, here's another video that I'm going to be starting today. I'm going to be making chipotle shrimp and rice and mashed potatoes. I am going to be starting my blog in just a second, but I do want to kind of go in detail as to what I'm adding, what ingredients I'm having, and also what I'm going to be putting on my food. A lot of people don't go that in detail in the beginning, but I do want to make sure that you guys know exactly what you need to get before you get started and before I get started on my video, so you guys can kind of have an idea of what to add on your food. So I don't have a full setup yet. I am working on that, but ignore that. But right over here, I am gonna go on in detail as to what I'm using today. So to start it off, I am gonna buy, if this is half a pound of shrimp on here. Also using this is just for the shrimp, and I'm also using a full quarter of cream cheese, Philadelphia cheese. I'm using half a cup of milk, or half and half, whichever one you prefer. And I'm also, for the ingredients, I am using salt, garlic salt, black pepper, and I'm using the Norse caldo de tomate, which is my favorite, and this is caldo de pollo, which is my second favorite. So I usually add this with all my soups. Also, I am going to be using the chipotle peppers. This is what I'm going to be using. You're going to need at least 2 of them, depending on the size. If you're going to be making something like this, then I do recommend at least 2. And then this is pretty much all what you really need. You can add more stuff depending on your desire. And then on here, I have also my rice. I use less than half maybe like a cup and a half that I use. And this is a tomato sauce that I use. I also add onions, but I'll show you a little bit more in detail as to how I use that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I use. Those are the ingredients you need. And yes, let's go ahead and dive in. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and get started on adding our, putting our pots and pans, getting it ready. So I put oil on this one, and I put oil on this one. This one's for the shrimp, and this one's going to be for the Mexican rice that I'm going to be doing. And what I mean Mexican rice, it's the red one. So that's what I prefer, and it gives it a better taste. Even though the white one, I'll show you guys how to do the white one later. I did chop up some onions because I do want to give it a little bit more flavor on both the shrimp and the rice. So I'm going to go ahead and add it on there. Make sure you have your fire on medium-low. Just put a little bit of onion on that, and then I'll put the rest of the onion on here. Maybe just something like that, just to give it like a flavor with the garlic as I'm cooking them. This garlic is already pre-cut, so you don't really have to do much, but this is what I'm doing. And I'm going to go ahead and add the rice. As you can see, that one's already ready, so I'm going to go ahead and add it and then just cook it there. So let me go ahead and get a pan, and I'll start turning it on this side. I don't know what angle is my favorite angle. Okay, so I'll put it here. Perfect. Alright, so this is where I'm going to be angled, and I'm going to be one for my rice and one for my shrimp. Okay, so I have that, and then now it's time for the shrimp. So some people like to not wash it, they just like to leave it like that. But for me, I do like to at least rinse them a little bit. But I was listening to music before that, so. Okay, so now I am drinking a little bit of wine. If you know me, you know I love wine. So, why not? Okay. So I did use my grape oil. So that's my favorite type of oil that I use, and I absolutely love. I've been using that for the past 2 years. And it's perfect. I love it. You can't really taste the oil. So I'm multitasking here. But okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my shrimp to my pot. Just be careful. Oh, added a little bit of water, but that's okay. Just so they can do that. And I'll show you guys right now. Oh my god, this smells so good. Okay. Alright, so I did go ahead and add that. Now we're going to go ahead and add the salt, the seasoning, and the pepper. So let me go ahead and grab that. And then I'll show you guys how it looks. Forget a little bit of the wine. Okay. So you're just gonna like kind of even it out all through the pot. And then you're gonna go ahead and go in there with the salt, same thing. It just depends on your preference. I don't really like a lot of salt. But it just depends on what you like. I do like a lot of pepper though. I think pepper is better and it's healthier too. So okay, so I'll go ahead and show you guys how it looks. It's kind of just letting it simmer there. And here's how my rice looks. Okay, there we go. It's kind of just cooking there, and I'll show you guys how it looks once it's almost done. But my shrimp, I am going to cover it up so it can get all the flavors. And like I said, if you have any other flavors that you like, by all means, go ahead. The chipotle sauce, it is spicy. So if you have any other recommendations, definitely let me know. But I do like spicy food, so I don't mind it. But if you do, then if you have another type of like chili that you prefer, then go ahead. Right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my sauce. And then we'll go ahead and go from there. Alright, so as far as for my sauce, how we're going to make the sauce, it's going to be pretty simple. We're going to go ahead and put the cream cheese in here. Just go ahead and put it in there. And then we're going to probably just kind of test it out and see how it is. So we're going to put like maybe like less than half of an ounce. Yeah, like maybe something like that. And I think, because remember, we're testing out right now. And then we're going to go ahead and open the chipotle. And we're going to go ahead and check it out and see if it works out that way. Because if we don't have to put both, because like I said, I'm not making a lot. I'm only making a little bit. And this is how your chipotle looks like. Oh. So I'm just going to pour it in there. And it's so good. Oh my god. If you guys have ever had tinga, so good. Okay, so I'm just gonna put one, guys, because it looks like one is enough. Again, if you guys think that you guys want to add different types of if you guys have a different sauce, or if you guys have a different preference, definitely you can do so. But as for me, I'm going to go with my chipotle. I'm going to go ahead and blend this. And I'm going to pause the video. And then I'll show you guys what the progress is so far. But so far, that's pretty much what you do. If you want to add a little bit of salt with the blender. But if not, then just go ahead and do that. And yeah, let's go ahead and pause this. And I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I have already blended my chipotle sauce. So this is how it looks. I did go ahead and actually ended up adding both of them. Both of the small cans that I had showed you about the Chipotle sauce. And my cream cheese, as you guys saw. So this is how it looks. It looks like a nice orangey color. It's really nice. This is how my shrimp is looking. And now this is how my rice looks. The only thing that's burnt is just the onions. If you want to take those out, you can. I sometimes leave them, but it's fine. And now I did go ahead and rinse out the shrimp. And it did bring out some of the juice, so I may add it onto the rice. I'm not sure yet. I'm still debating, and I do have all my seasonings there ready once I am ready to show you guys how I make my rice. So let's go ahead and leave this a little bit like on a low, so I can go ahead and show you guys how I do my rice, because yeah, that's like a totally different I want to show you guys so you guys can have an idea. And then I'll decide if I'm going to add it on the shrimp juice or not. Okay, so what I do is I need to decide now. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the tomato sauce, just tomato sauce. There's nothing really to it, it's just a tomato. So you add one of those. Depends on how much you make. I'm only making for, and this meal, guys, is up to 3 to 4 people. 3 to 4 people. This is the meal that it's for. If you want more, then obviously you're gonna maybe double your ingredients. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just probably gonna add maybe a little bit of the water, of the shrimp juice, not all of it. And then we're gonna go ahead and add on about a cup of water, maybe a cup and a half of water. So you can go ahead and let me see, I'll let you guys know if anyone. And yes, I use tap water. Okay. If we use it to shower, why not to eat, right? Okay, so maybe I'm just gonna look at it and see how it looks. And what I mean by that, it just depends on the measurement. You don't want to overcook it. If you've ever cooked pasta or like something that it's gonna absorb all the water and you don't want it to be too much. For now, I'm gonna say just add on a cup of water for now. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and put our garlic salt. What I do is I usually blend onion and garlic in the blender and then add the water there, and then I pour it in there. But today, since we're using the blender, I don't want to do all that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add garlic salt, and it still tastes the same. I mean, it just depends on how much garlic you like, and if you really want to add 2 garlics, if you really want to taste the garlic, then that depends on you. But then we're gonna go ahead and get a tablespoon. And as you can see, I have my light set up, which is, I should have put it over here. Sorry, behind the scenes, guys. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so see? Much better. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and get a tablespoon. About a half a tablespoon is fine with the tomato. And then caldo de tomate, about half a tablespoon. And we're gonna go ahead and I put both. I don't know, a lot of people just like one. I like both, so it's up to you. And then we'll go ahead and do another half of caldo de pollo. So go ahead and close that up. And this is how it looks in your pan. And obviously you want to mix that, so I'll go ahead and mix it and then just cover it up and leave it there for like up to 10 to 15 minutes. Depends on how your rice is doing. And then yeah, that's pretty much what I do with my rice. So we'll go ahead and try it out and see how it tastes with the shrimp water, but pretty sure the shrimpy, but alright, so we'll go ahead and now move to the other side, so I can show you guys how I'm gonna finish up my blog with the with adding of the shrimp sauce. Okay. Excuse me. I did do the test. I did test out the Chipotle, and it's not that bad. It's pretty good. It's not spicy. I think the cream cheese made it not that spicy. So it's good. The shrimp smells so, I love shrimp. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add my shrimp. I'm going to go ahead and put my fire up to medium high. Just going to let that cook a little bit more. This is another thing if you guys want to do. If you guys want, instead of oil, if you guys want to do butter, that's also another option. I mean, butter always makes food taste a little bit better, but it just depends. Instead of the oil, I know it's already too late, but here goes nothing. I'm going to go ahead and add on my, and I'll show you guys. I'm going to go ahead and add my sauce in here. Oh my god, this looks so good. Tell me this doesn't look good. Oh my god. And this is the most simple, like it took me longer because I'm making the video, but this is such a simple recipe that you can make, like if your friends are coming over, you have a date, and you want to impress him or her, and you don't know what you want to make. This is, oh my god, this is so creamy and so good. Yum. So since it does have milk, half and half, and cream cheese, you kind of just want to let it simmer at least for maybe like 10 to 15 minutes. Same thing with the rice. Not overcook it, but remember, you just want to kind of make sure everything's cooked right and evenly. And yeah, so pretty much that is what it is, and I'll show you guys how good it looks. It looks delicious. Take a look. This looks so good. You want to, after that, after you put the sauce, you kind of want to like let it be there for at least like I said, 10 to 15 minutes, but cover it up and do medium low fire. Okay, this looks bomb. And I'll show you guys how it is once it's ready. We'll be back. All right, guys, so I'm officially done with the food. Sorry, let me move this over to this side. I'm officially done with the food, and it looks amazing. Are you guys ready? Let me move the light on this side so you guys can see. But yeah, so pretty much I am done. I served myself. I added some extra stuff, so you'll see. And this is what I have. This is my finished food. I did chop up some cucumbers. I love cucumbers. It gives it a fresh taste. And then obviously there's my Chipotle chicken. I did add some mashed potatoes. And look at this rice, guys. Yum. Like, does your mouth not water? And then like, look at this shrimp. Like, oh my god, it's so good. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed my video. I am gonna go ahead and